Which delusional fool dares to touch my possession?
First evaluated hospital, special ward. Christine doesn't remember how long she cried for. It's been so long since she's been seen Shalom. Her tears just flowed. In the distant future, when she thinks back on the event, she feels a little embarrassed. Another future great detective faces another serious trial. Shalom sits by the hospital bed, slowly peeling an apple. She's not skilled with the knife. Her movements are slow but precise enough under the gaze of Shorl. The thin apple skin extends bit by bit before falling. She finally speaks.
I heard that you frequently used your abilities during the investigation and almost lost control.
I was forced by circumstances.
I think we agreed that the premise of giving you this task was not to rely on violence to control your own mania. Pursue truth and justice with wisdom. Right? We agreed, didn't we?
Yes, of course I'll do it! I will do my best to complete the mission that you gave me. I remember. It's just that the enemies were too strong.
She had long forgotten. Click. The soft sound, the apple skin in Shalom's hand peels away. She carves a crescent shape with a knife, skewers it with a toothpick, offers a gentle smile as she feeds it to Christina. She waits anxiously, sweat pouring profusely.
Here, open your mouth. It seems I'm pushing you too hard. Should we switch to a more suitable task?
No, Shalom! I made a mistake! I won't misuse my abilities again! Don't leave me!
The crying that had finally stopped once again echoes through the ward. 5 minutes later.
Have you finished your work? Where's Rahu? I remember she saved me last night from all those monsters. Is she alright?
Wait, Rahu saved her? Oh, great, she must have ran back and maybe fought more monsters on the way back or something.
Rahu said, I didn't even need to use my abilities to deal with those things. You see? She's already searching for the garden's base near the scene of the incident. Your near-death experience provided vital information. We will treasure it. As for work, we need a bit more time. FAC will soon face an important battle. They need me to weigh in.
Oh, then I shouldn't bother you anymore.
Shalom smiles and hands over a piece of apple.
Your task is also important. Tell me about your progress. I know you've made achievements.
She pulls out investigative records, files, and reports all of her speculations.
The garden took on the commissions of vengeance, but why select these assignments? And the final combination should have a deeper meaning. Now it seems they so generously gave me clues to guide my investigation. The first two cases are related to FAC's defeat in NF-103. Without a doubt, that must be the reason.
When talking about 10 years ago, Christina still feels a bit apprehensive.
Does the garden think that what happened back then was unfair and wants to attract attention through these cases, reveal the truth, and then make accusations?
Shalom picks up the second apple, still peeling it very slowly.
They don't care about the public's opinion. After all, they are a group of people who want to keep vengeance firmly in their own hands. Rehashing the events of NF-103 can only mean it's useful now.
Interesting.
The Eclipse operation was top secret. FAC made huge sacrifices for a greater cause. But this sacrifice was used and twisted by others.
It's funny coming from her mouth.
Information leaked. The public's criticism of FAC was constant. Other factions in East Side also took the opportunity to suppress. FAC lost its original status, and from then on was controlled by others. People's trust in the city-state fell to the bottom. Like you, it was this very event that led you to believe there was a vast conspiracy behind the Nirvana incident in NF-104, prompting such a drastic assault.
Chris' head sinks. It's true, in NF-103, Chris, who had lost her father and friends, also fell into paranoia. The next year, when she heard about the Nirvana mine incident, she took drastic action. The victim of that time is right in front of her.
FAC will soon have a major battle in the West District. A very important Black Ring control operation, using a lot of manpower and funds, will cause the power structure to change. The most critical thing for the FAC Commander-in-Chief is to return to Eastside and push through the operation plan. So, rehashing the old events at this time, what do you think it's for?
Could it be that they want to stir up trouble again, trip up FAC's rear, and obstruct this operation?
At least, this is absolutely beneficial for the underground. The Garden was originally an assassin group established by the underground forces. Although they declared independence a few years ago, looking at the Erica Villa incident, they are still connected.
Thinking of the appearance of those people, Krishna falls silent again.
Although her methods are outrageous, after actually meeting her, I don't think she's a complete lunatic. They are a group of people who have already given up on this world. They don't believe in justice anymore, but they won't admit defeat either. They want to seize everything with their own hands. They're a lot like me in the past.
That's not true.
Setting down the fruit in her hand, she looks at Christina.
If I was killed one day, would you kill for me?
I won't let that happen!
But if it does happen, what will you do?
I would find out the truth. Capture the criminal, and prevent him from hurting anyone else. I won't let anyone end up like me.
Chris's head sinks more as she speaks. Her words seem less convincing, even to herself.
I don't want that. If I had to choose, I'd rather die than have you killed, Shalom. You're the most important person to me.
Shalom looks at the ginger girl with her head lowered. After a long pause, she says word by word.
What if I committed crimes and evil deeds?
I mean, ain't that the truth? She's already doing that.
No way! You would never do such a thing!
Wrong answer. You should still seek the truth, capture the criminal, and prevent her from hurting anyone else. You're a detective, after all.
As she speaks, she ruffles Chris's hair, her voice regaining its usual warmth.
I know, but you wouldn't do that. Don't joke about that! It's too cruel.
It's too funny from my perspective. Shalom looks at her, smiles, and pats her head. You don't know shit, girl.
All right. It's my fault for teasing you. I will always cherish your feelings.
The phone rings. Shalom answers it on speaker in front of Chris. Continue to peel the last apple with both hands.
It's me. We've searched a 10-kilometer radius around where Christina appeared, but we haven't found the entrance to the garden. I suspect they deliberately moved Chris.
They might have used some special technology. After all, they have the underground backing them. According to Chris's investigation, there will soon be a response from the FAC. It's time to move.
I'll come pick you up.
Now call in. Shalom has finished peeling the apple, displaying a mastery gained from practice. She quickly cuts a piece, offers it to Christina.
I'll go first then. Contact me as soon as there's any progress with the case. Its nature has completely changed now, and I need you to provide more clues.
I will. I'm heading out too. Since it's related to the battle, we can't delay. There must be clues in the 3rd and 4th lines of the poem, along with the events related to FAC and NF-103. At least I can issue a warning in advance and gather more information.